make them work.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm over it. Get me out. All right. Now that that's all out of the way, let's fucking get into this weekly update for Fault. Okay.
I haven't read it yet.
All right.
I've already played.
It to me.
I don't.
Jesus
You
Christ! You hear
peasant.
this lazy fuck?
Read it to me, you peasant.
Read it to me. Oh
I'm
shit!
being- yeah,
That's
I'm
the wrong fucking screen.
My voice isn't that.
Okay, so Fault is coming out with these Fault's coming out with these weekly updates.
I got it.
That in my opinion, I don't think that these should be called weekly updates because they're not updates to the game. It should be called weekly newsletter or something like that because it's not. It's just talking about shit, which I appreciate, but it's one of those things where I'm like, you can't call this a fucking update. It's not an update. And
Is it a list of things to come?
yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's like, well, no, it's not. And like, that's why I'm like, you know, dude, like, I just don't like,
It's not
I don't
long
know.
enough.
Am I wrong on that? Like, do we all like accumulatively agree that this should not be called a weekly update? It's
don't know.
not a fucking update. Well, there's
We-
Okay,
Weekly
Kyle's
news
not a fan.
Feed.
huh?
Weekly news feed.
Yeah, weekly news feed would be an
It's like
appropriate
their Twitter,
name.
maybe.
Right.
I was gonna say it's their fucking Twitter feed if it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, pretty much. So you know, schematics again. Yeah, fault.
Schematics. Semantics.
Semantics, sorry, whatever, dude. Fuck everybody. I hate this game. So it says
But I love it. It's ruining my life.
I know, I'm addicted. So
All right, Tyler won.
says we have more great content to show off while the team continues to grind on the update 13. Where the fuck is it? Which contains
Is that as in 0.13?
what?
Like up like
No, like
Update.
13.0.
13.0. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's still in beta.
It's still still in early access.
Maybe that's why I don't play it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well,
I'm just kidding.
So it says, which contains not only the long-awaited HUD, but a ton of quality of life changes for the game itself. Internal testing is underway and going well, and we will call a dev stream closer to the patch to announce the date and the showcase for everything live for our community while we take any questions you may have about the game itself. So it looks like we are getting the new HUD in this 13.0 update. So, with that being
What's
said,
that consist of? I've seen you guys. I watch you guys play.
yeah,
Right. So I see you bring up, I guess, like scoreboards or like
Yeah.
so you can see what the other team's characters running because
Yeah,
the
like
different builds and
item-wise
shit.
and
Is
stuff.
that what you're talking about, or is it just
Um,
the overlay HUD for when you're trying to fucking control an area?
So
You know what I mean, like lanes.
yeah, like, and I didn't actually know this because I'm dumb as shit. But so HUD actually means heads-up display.
Mhm.
Didn't know that. But no, I didn't. Sorry, dumb as rocks. But so basically what that means is like the way that the information in the game is relayed to the consumer is going to be updated and it's going to look better. Right
Kind
now,
of like they had to do that with fucking Apex back when we were playing it. They had a couple updates.
yeah,
Like when your menu when you popped open the fucking crates.
right. It's exactly
all,
right.
All player accessible, a little easier now.
Yeah.
I get it. Right. Okay.
So, they've provided a list of the new Fault stat icons, which we can see here, which we got attack speed, we got cleave, cooldown reduction, critical chance, critical damage, endurance, energy armor, energy damage, energy lifesteal, energy penetration, health regen, lifesteal, mana regen, movement speed, physical armor, physical damage, physical lifesteal, physical penetration, and true
penetration?
damage. Right.
Different lifestyle.
So
Kyle is excited about energy.
there's a couple things here.
Well, you might as well subscribe to BGE.
where I'm like, I don't really like, so, and I think it's because it's not really displayed too well to us yet as regular dudes in the game. Like, we all aren't partners. We don't talk to Ryan Red. We don't, fucking.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, it would be cool, but he has messaged him 3 times. He never fucking.
Well, tell
message
Nomi
me
to get
back.
on it because she's deep in there, isn't she?
I know, number 1 toxic player here.
Dude's making me look shit up.
Yeah. So basically,
It's probably the physical penetration. Is that what you were looking up? I wouldn't do that on Pornhub. I would just do that on Google with your filters set to and safe for work.
some of
need
these,
it.
such as like cleave, endurance, true damage, and
There's too much shit for me to look at right here. That's fucking 21 different things that's getting added to a HUD.
those three mainly. I don't fully understand what they're doing in game. I know what they are. I know what true damage means. I know what cleave means. I know, but like what I'm saying is like I don't know what character in the game, what hero is doing so. Like Grux would apply a cleave or a bleed, quote unquote, when he does his right mouse button. Like I would assume. Other than that, though, like, isn't that the only character that does that? Or no, Morigesh, I guess.
When you hit your right click on with
Yep.
Mori, it bleeds a little bit.
Right. So
Are we good? Yeah, we're good. I know. I'm rotating it back now.
good? Kyle's fucking up the studio. That's great.
Gojira.
Yeah, typical fucking Godzilla ass Kyle.
That's why I'm here. So I also think Greystone, if you have the cleave with his swords, so you also have D-Blade where if they apply
Well, that's
it to...
CC though.
But if you have cleave, but I'm saying like if they apply it to like DB Blade or things like that, where if you're applying physical damage, you can also apply like mild tick, like you have the energy tick, like Elder Flames.
Right, but I
So
mean
they might
that's
just throw an entire another card in there for a physical damage, where if you have in your duo lane, where essentially you're just poking nonstop.
well, right, but these are just the stats that are currently there. They're getting icons now. It's not. This isn't stating like,
Chimera.
hey, new items are coming with these things. Which
Chimera,
Chimera would have, not cleave.
he could.
Well, I mean, yeah, like if we get new items and shit, yeah, like if there's a new red item that has cleave attached to it, then yeah, for sure. Or like, a fucking carry or somebody like that.
Or it
could
was
have
in there
cleave.
and they just never labeled it.
Right, that's what I think is going on here.
Yeah.
True damage, I believe, and can correct me if I'm wrong, but true damage would be when a tower applies hits to a hero when they're inside of that. True damage is like, and the towers don't do it
I was
right
about
now.
to say they're supposed to.
Yeah,
but
they're
they apply
supposed to,
energy damage right now.
What, the towers?
I think it's either that or physical, but if you have enough tank, just shields, nothing happens.
Yeah,
to you.
and that's the thing is like towers should be doing true damage to people. It
I don't
should
care
be,
about your armor.
Yeah, like there's sometimes.
So if you buy like kinda. That's an oversimplification, but yes.
Yeah, we're all good with that. I'm cool with that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I like it.
Again, I'm dumb as rocks, so that makes sense to me. But yeah, so like if you have armor applied to your character, if you go inside of a tower and it hits you, it should just do true damage to you. You should get fucking vaporized if
Like
you get inside
the
of it.
other-
Especially inhibitors, god damn it.
Any other MOBA, get inside of that ring, you die.
Yeah, if you stay around for more than like 3 seconds with no minions, dude.
Me
like,
as a
you're dead.
mage being able to take 2 hits from a tower and then still being able to run away with some health, sometimes maybe 3 hits from the tower, that's a problem.
Right, yeah. And
Because I don't build any armor at
Yeah.
all.
Stop pushing tower.
Yeah.
It's worked for me lately.
Felcap said, he feels like Quang has cleave also. I don't think.
I think there'll be
Quang
more energy.
does. Quang only gets cleave when you apply Eldritch Flame.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is a cleave card. Now you might see that cleave icon on Eldritch Flame as a card, yes. But
Yeah.
Quang in general, no. I don't think he has any cleave attached to him as a hero. I think the only hero that has a cleave effect would be Grux, mainly. That I can think of off the top of my head. And Morigesh has passive cleave as well. He said gold recognition seems off. I also feel that way in the game. I feel like, and I just watched recently the Windu newest YouTube video with Tricky Nicky and the Cooch, where they, that's his whole shtick is Mace Windu. But in their video, they had a really good discussion about how gold right now seems not as valuable as it should. It's hard to farm because you get more, especially if you're jungle, you get no gold in white camps, and it's way more efficient right now in the game to gank and get a kill because it's 300 per hero kill, and in the jungle it's 35 per minion, and I mean, what's 35 times 3?
115.
115. So
I think 115 or 105.
All right, so 105 gold. Now, if you clear 2 camps, 105 plus 105 is 210. Still less than getting a kill.
That's the equivalent of us farming 10 minions in our lane.
Right.
You only farm 6.
So what ends up happening is that jungler, last hits and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
So wait, do I understand cleave? Cleave is hitting multiple enemies with one swing, I thought. Does Eldritch Flame give that? Are we confusing with bleed? I think cleave and bleed are the same thing.
In this scenario, I think they're going to be the same thing.
Okay. Because I think cleave damage is bleed damage, if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong. Again, I'm not that smart.
Games that
Right, so like Eldritch Flame does apply a cleave aspect.
Move it closer to your face.
even
Put the tripod on your titty.
I don't want it
it's all
on my
good.
titty.
Whatever. But yeah, so like, I mean, these are the new icons. I think they look clean. I think they look good. I mean, attack speed and like physical damage is replaced by like an axe, and it used to be like a sword. So I mean, like all of the icons look good. I think they look cool. Yeah, that is one thing that I'm hoping in game, like, I don't. You might just have to get savvy with what they look like. I don't know though. I could be wrong. Like endurance looks small as shit.
The new HUD might also make them larger.
And I don't know what endurance means. Like I don't know what that is.
How like, so if you're battling, how quickly can you keep hitting one? How long can you hit one? Or like your left mouse button. So how
does
in
that
some
translate into attack speed?
In some games when you go to run, you get like sprint. So some games when you get sprint,
yeah,
and you can keep training it, and you can sprint longer and longer and longer.
So
that's endurance.
So is endurance like Narbash's Song of the People, where he speeds you up?
Endurance is more like lasting long. That's the best way I can tell you.
Like sustain.
I would think they would put endurance into the mana form of it. Eventually, you have that, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what like the definition in this game of endurance would be.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
yeah, I know Scum said something about this, but I mean, like, I know Windu talked about it. Is it a speed buff and shit like that? But it's also like, does it just mean you have more sustain like in your lane? I don't fucking know.
Are they putting in a dash?
Like Blood Saber.
Yeah.
Your dash forward.
Did they say we're getting river buffs?
Well, that's with the new map, and that's probably not coming out for a long time.
But what I'm saying is endurance typically, because you can't do with the green boots your CC because you have cooldown reduction already as another attribute.
Yeah, right.
But with endurance, typically anything that's endurance race. It's a long race. How long can you last?
You said it was reduction. Okay, so crowd control reduction. And Ryan Red didn't disagree. I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, call it whatever the fuck you want, but we better get some descriptions of what every single one of these
so that's
means.
like Gideon's like fucking meteors from the sky, but I don't know the
well,
equivalent
CC
item for it.
reduction would be so. Yeah, so
Oh, we ain't no new heroes. Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's so you can
these
learn
are
them.
base stats. But CC reduction would be so Greystone's sword swing
Yeah.
is CC.
Mm-hmm.
CC reduction would be the amount of time that you get hit by that. Like it would lessen the blow. Yeah. So I don't know. Green Boots is best example, but Green Boots just applies
Magic
energy
protection.
armor.
Yeah.
Like so I don't.
Magic protection and speed.
A green bash.
Back
Green
titties.
boobs, Narbash, baby. Let's
Narbash
go.
back titties.
So, well, I'm sure there'll be more
Probably older.
insight to
Probably
this
older.
shit probably next week.
In the
it
next
said,
weekly update.
Yeah, it says website changes. We decided a new look in-game calls for a new look everywhere, and our website designer has been working hard to update the look of the web page, which works towards unifying the aesthetic experience in-game and out. Below you will find a couple examples of these changes. So what it looks like to me here is you're going to have you're going to click on a character. It's going to show you their abilities, their base stats, obviously. So what they have in their kit passively, and then it's going to show you all of their skins in game, which I actually kind of like that. I think that's pretty cool. It'll kind of get you savvy with learning the hero before you actually play it, whoever it is. Like, so you're like, oh, Kalari has fucking whatever that is. So, like, attack pen and all that kind of shit, whatever. Which is cool. I mean, I'm down with that. I'm excited for that, to see that. That's dope. Looks like they have a new item tab, which they're kind of taking from Fault Metrics here, which is pretty cool. So, no, that's how he's always
It's just
looked.
high def.
Yeah, the lights on his gun might be a little like brighter, newer, or something.
That's your computer on 3090.
I never looked at the page. It looks different from.
Yeah, I agree. So like
Concept
with
art
this,
and game art.
You could go for examples on a character, and then you can kind of build what you want to see how much it's going to cost is what it looks like, as well as, the stats on certain things for whatever character you want. I'm assuming, I might be wrong, but I'm assuming that this is a Kalari build, with purple. Well, yeah, he doesn't have anything checked off on, like, aspects and shit. But either way, I think that this is pretty dope because it's going to get people to be like, oh, I can build this. This is how much money it's going to take for this, and these are my aspects. So these certain items are going to play into that kind of shit. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It's God Builder.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I asked for that, like, what, at 0.0.9?
Yeah. I mean, we've been waiting for that for a long time. And there's been other websites that do this, but it's cool to have that on the main fucking page.
Get used to it, where it's at, how to search for it,
Right.
everything else. It's because it is literally all about time.
Yeah.
If you're in the first 5 minutes where you die,
Nice. Okay. That's dope. So that's pretty dope. So right here we're getting into the nitty gritty here, where it says gameplay changes. I'm not gonna read any of this. It's just talking about how these are all quality of life changes, which is what we as the players really are really needing right now. The game's getting really stale. It's the same fucking thing over and over again. in regards to how, abilities work on top of each other, how canceling things work, all that kind of shit. So ability casting system rework is, with our new reworked casting system, the cast time for most abilities will not be interruptible, meaning that at one... Whoa, I got lost there for a minute. Hang on. Sorry, running off of no hours of sleep. Meaning that once an ability has started to be casted, the gameplay effect will still occur after the cast time has elapsed, even if an interrupt crowd control effect took place during the cast time. So, and if you look here, we get a little gif
I'm so excited.
Of Gideon, getting thunked while he is throwing his rocks down, which in game right now, if Narbash thunks a Gideon while he's casting his rocks, it completely cancels out the move.
Casting anything.
Yeah, and pretty much you get fucked. Which at this point, Gideon is getting thunked. The meteors are still falling on Narbash, and there's damage that's applied to Narbash, which I think that's dope. That's what the game fucking needed at the beginning of the fucking game. I don't know why it's never been in there. So that's dope. So I mean, again, if you're fucking Countess and you're alting somebody, which is gonna suck for you, Jordan, because if Countess alts you as Murdoch and I'm thunking her right before she sinks her fucking blades into you, it's not gonna work anymore. You're still gonna get rolled on. Which, again, I think that makes it a little bit more fun in the aspect of, like, if you're a caster, especially, like, even like, a Bellica stun, that stun line is still going to come out when you're getting silenced by whatever the fuck is going on. So I think that's pretty big for the game. Here's what me and Kyle have talked about this, where, you see Gideon doing his ult, he's doing the black hole, Narbash is thunking him, and he gets out of his ult, but then he could just redo his ult immediately after he gets thunked, which is pretty huge.
It's only if it hasn't started being casted. So if it's the beginning animation, even if you do the portal, because I get thunked out of the portal, as soon as I hit E, and he goes like this, they thunk me, and then the portal doesn't work. Now it will still work. I'll just take damage with it. Is my understanding. And if they fix this black hole, I'll be super excited.
I mean, it looks like they have. I mean, to be honest.
Now, will Mana Muzz still work?
Yes.
So it's just your abilities.
So, yeah. So, Mana Muzzle would be a silence card. So, take, for instance, if you do the same thing applies to, if that was Richter and he pulls you out of the black hole first.
Yeah.
You'll still be able to do a black hole after that.
After you die.
Yeah. You would have to, as a Narbash or Richter or whatever would have you, Bellica, whatever the fuck is getting you out of that ult, you would have to wait a full second to where your ult is actually engaged, then thunk, and then it would cancel it out. Is to my understanding.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So SFX rework. We wanted to give everyone a small taste of the new sounds coming to SFX and VFX rework. We'll also have examples of Raptor and Orb Prime being taken in the distance, which I'm pretty sure this is what that is. So we're going to play that real fast and see and hear what it sounds like. Okay. So there's a little wind there, which is pretty dope. I can barely hear that. Did you guys hear it?
It's there's a hiss in the background if I remember right.
So that's the sound. Whoa. I'm being monitored right now. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm God. So let me replay Orb Prime.
Sir Slender?
Okay, that actually sounds pretty dope. So if
I would much rather hear that than the enemy. I still want to hear the enemy has taken Orb Prime, but I want to hear that first. It's a gong echoing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And right now there is no indicator when the enemy has taken Raptors, and now you're going to hear that. So you hear that and you go, well, the enemy team just got the fucking Raptors. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? As
Unless
opposed
you're
to
watching
just
the
watching
circle.
the fucking map and being like, you know, there's 4 of them on it. Like, and then you watch the circle and it's like got a little tick next to it and you're like, God fucking damn it.
You know what I realized, by the way?
What?
The 3 games we played yesterday,
Uh-huh.
we took Raptors 3 times.
Yeah, I know. They are important up until mid game. After mid game, not important. Here's one thing I
That
want to
was
definitely
so
talk
bad.
about too. What do you guys think about this new Richter skin? Because I've heard, yeah, don't like it. What don't you like about it? Because I've heard mixed reviews. I think it's pretty dope,
The
but
cape.
yeah, don't like the cape. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. I say
If they
have the cape, but make it like raggedy. Like it should have like fucking parts of it missing.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
give him more of that gold coming out of his back, some like kind of instead of the cape.
Yeah.
Like the cape is stuck on his spikes.
what do you what?
Well, just
Okay,
no
so
cape.
like, what do you
So-
think?
I saw this and I've been sitting on it for a while and keep looking at the picture with the cape. Can we give him giant like steer horns? And this man looks like the Megazord from Power Rangers.
Yeah, but I mean, he kind of already has horns and Krampus.
no, but I'm
skin.
telling you, like the Taurus horns.
Oh,
He looks like the black and gold ranger from Power Rangers early on.
I like the helmet, and I like his chains being gold, and he's got, you
The
know, the fucking
spinal.
wristbands around that are spiky and shit and all that kind of stuff. I think that looks really cool. And I mean,
He kind of looks like what do you call it? Matador. There it is. He understood it with the cape. He looks like a matador.
yeah, that is one thing that yeah, like a lot of
Oh, yeah.
people have been like, what's with the fucking red cape? And the other thing too is like, sometimes with skins, certain skins like blend in almost to the map, and it's hard to see people sometimes. That motherfucker's gonna be sticking out like
I
a
do that a lot.
sore thumb.
I picked Pirate Pete.
Yeah.
He blends
Yeah.
in with all the trees.
But I also am like, this is also a skin where like whoever has this is kind of like big flex and being like, I'm Big Dick Rick, like I'm gonna pull you in on that
I don't
shit.
give a shit if you can see me.
Right, exactly. I'm a force to be reckoned with.
It's a white Sev.
Yeah, and I kind of got like, and I mean, Windu said this in his video, but, I kind of got like, you know, some Dark Souls vibes in this, where I was like, it kind of looks like a Dark Souls boss to me, at least. I don't know. I thought so. No? Be gluttony because he's a fat boy. What don't you like about it besides the cape? That's it. If he didn't, so if his back looked like that, yeah, and he just
Back, I mean,
cape's tacky.
I'm not even pulling my head away from the same distance, so I don't understand.
Now it is.
Okay,
You
well,
gotta
I was
talk
saying
louder.
I just get rid of the cape.
Get rid of the cape.
Capes are tacky. Do more with that middle picture.
Cape's
Make them look
tacky.
more badass.
What if it? Okay, I got it. What if they did? So it's still technically a cape, right? But what if it was chainmail, like chainmail hanging down,
Yeah, if he gave him like, give him more gold. Yeah, give
Like
him like
gold
a gold
chainmail.
chainmail. That would
Yeah,
be better.
Look better.
Or kind of like if it's not even more of a, not even chain, like some kind of
yeah.
something.
Okay.
Can I just get him standing still on tower and his cape just blowing majestically in the wind? Like just stand there like this, just like
it
flap.
it
flap.
does look like
Give him a-
reminiscent of like a Superman cape.
Give him the
Yeah, I
emote.
think all that shit looks good. Yeah, yeah, like a metal like frame behind him where it's like gold or something, like hanging down. Oh, like the texture pattern that they got. I think that would look pretty cool.
I want majestic.
I do, and if you Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
I want majestic big dick ring. Just cape.
Chad agrees with me. Says, yeah, it's feeling like a little bit of Souls vibes.
Yeah.
Dark Souls, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I
Knights.
don't see anything from.
Make the gold
You're
dark.
just a hating ass, dude.
Oh my! Kettle and pot right.
Well, what about the skull? What about the skull on the wrists? You like that?
I can't actually see.
All right.
That-
Well, there's a camera.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like the new chains they gave him. Mainly just because. Yeah, exactly. It reminds me of Scorpion. But I mean, to each their own. I mean, they
Fair
can be
enough.
pretty dope, but it resembles too much of Scorpion to me.
So,
But overall,
yay or
like,
nay on the skin? Is this cool? Like, is this something that, like,
if they can find a middle ground, don't even get really cape because obviously they want it. Just tear it.
yeah, I think
Give
too,
it
if
like
was
just
tattered,
give it like the old school. Like I hate to say, it, but RuneScape capes where it's like tattered to a point and
Yeah.
it comes back
That or
down.
like what they did with Destiny when you put on a cape with a hunter when it was mangled and messed up, kind of.
Yeah, I think that would look a lot better than just like
I still want it to blow in the wind.
down.
Blow in the wind.
Yeah, like my thing is like when I first saw when I see the front of him, I'm like, this looks dope. Well, right, and then I see the back of him, I'm like, why does it look like Superman's cape? Like, for me at least, like
Imagine this.
that would be.
Imagine
cool.
this,
That would
right?
be
Chink,
cool.
At the same
Chink,
time,
chink.
actually going along with that, imagine as you're leveling up or as you take damage, the fucking cape gets like weathered and torn and battered and shit.
That would be sweet.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if they have
Hard
that
to
kind of
code, though.
integration.
No.
Right, yeah.
They don't.
That's why I'm thinking like some type of reactive type skin.
Yeah, that
That'd
would be
fucking
sick.
cool. Because you as a like you're controlling the character, right? You have he's the biggest on your screen.
Yeah.
So imagine you'd be able to see it yourself. That's just like a kind of cool little step.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really matter how much damage you've taken
All right.
in general in the game, but
yeah,
like
just like as you level up, it changes.
like watching the armor kind of get dented or like shit like that. That'd be I don't play this game, but I think that could be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Right.
I think that would be tight.
He'd be a naked boy.
Yeah, so I mean that's just, basically the weekly update where they said it's coming. Thanks, Scums. Please, Scums, in chat, like tell us what endurance actually is in a MOBA, because I'm a little shaky on that.
Open up that one.
Yeah, my phone doesn't pull up Twitch down here.
When do you guys think we're getting this update?
Next year.
I'm not.
Next year. Oh wow.
So I'm not getting my hopes up for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm asking what like realistically, knowing this studio, when do you think we are?
End of April, maybe.
End of April.
Maybe. Because they just said that they will announce when the dev stream will come out when it is getting close to the patch.
Right.
So they're going to announce a dev stream to announce when the patch is coming out.
Yeah.
They're having a meeting about the meeting to plan the next meeting. It sounds like my job.
Yeah.
Let's have a meeting about this meeting so we are all together about this meeting because we're going into this meeting about that meeting.
Fair enough.
Told you.
That's
essentially what they told us that they're doing. We'll announce the dev stream when it gets closer when we know when the patch will drop.
Are you guys happy with the game right now? Jordan said no. Yeah, Jordan said no. Yeah, and I agree with chat where they said it'll be after the Ubisoft event because their Ubisoft is looking at them right now.
Yep.
Speaking of Ubi dick,
Which I'm really.
isn't there what game is coming? What game are they about to bring out? Ubisoft.
I
They're
don't
about to
think
bring a
anybody
game out.
cares.
I am because it's gonna piss me off when they come out and it's still the same fucking engine that Assassin's Creed 2 is on.
I mean, that's why nobody cares.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, I have no
Dude,
idea.
the
what
only
Ubisoft-
game that I remember from Ubisoft actually being like, oh, damn, I need to go buy it, is when they brought back out Prince of Persia. And I played all of 10 minutes and you couldn't
Yeah.
die. And I was like, this game is shit. And realistically, looking back, it was another version of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And
So-
Ubisoft hasn't, hasn't like trailed too far off of that though, and I wish they would. Oh,
So
yeah.
what about Fault do you guys need changed? Like, because this is kind of like your open platform to be like, these are my formal complaints, even though nobody from the fucking studio is gonna see this shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's be realistic. Oh yeah. Open world Star Wars, yeah.
I don't have hope
I
for
mean,
it.
It's Ubisoft, so I'm
That's
not
why I
really-
don't have hope for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this game, just because me as a person and I get like tunnel vision,
Yeah,
just because I need to, or else I don't focus,
sure.
I would like to be able to adjust the map size for my monitor because I will say I got used to
You
it.
mean
On,
the mini map?
yep.
Okay.
Just because sometimes when I know in other games where you can make it larger, if they're double stacked, like two people in the same spot, you can see that second circle.
Mm-hmm.
On this one right now, if they're moving like identically, you can't see it when they're overlaid.
Right.
And two, when you guys are like map awareness, I'm focusing on two people that are trying to kill me right now. I'm not focusing on the mini map of the third person that's coming in from behind me because I'm trying to run away from the first two.
Right.
So I don't pay attention to the little circle that might blip up.
Right.
And I get yelled at because I need it larger. I've gotten a new screen. My old screen I was used to was smaller. I made the map the best I could with the screen settings. And now that my screen's wider, I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, God. Shots fired.
Jordan, what about you? I mean, if
that-
you
that's
have
like-
anything else.
Like that's my major thing, just because I think it would make my more enjoyable for me. That's
Sure.
my personal like
So that's
over-
your biggest gripe.
for me, yes,
Sure.
personally. Two, obviously because we don't have too many people playing queue times. I mean,
Yeah,
yesterday was
multiplayer
painful.
videos.
Do they?
We sat 30 minutes waiting to queue for one match
Sorry,
yesterday.
I know.
Jordan. Do they cater to fucking ranked players or more casual?
Right now, their ranked is casual.
You don't have a choice.
It's
I-
it's because the player base is so small.
Okay, I understand that. For those that are going in,
I haven't really looked into it as much as I should with the ranking, but I feel like that,
You mean the ELO system?
and then what you
There you go.
So yeah, I mean, what you get matched with and what you get as part of your team, that system just kind of thrown off a little bit.
I mean, I
Especially
agree. Yeah.
if you stack with 4 people and you have 4 shit people. Like, just in general, I was in low tier bronze. You were in low tier silver. You were getting into silver or in mid silver at some point, and we got thrown in with a bunch of bronze. But because we have 3 or 4 people,
The other
when
team was Platts.
when Thanos started, so it was me, you, Thanos, Jordan, and then that other guy who got a new computer started. So it was 5 of us just trying to learn the game, and we got thrown in with Platts.
yeah,
Like
I
that.
agree.
That's one way for people to sit there and be like, "Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't want this game anymore."
Yeah.
Like you try and team up with a bunch of people, and the only way you can do it without worrying about that is if you have 10 people.
Well, but even so, me and him just teamed up, and we went up with Exile and Nomi, and
But we
and
did
everyone.
smash.
I heard about
Yeah,
it. He
we
told me on the way over.
smashed
He was
them,
like, "Wait,
though.
Ty didn't tell you about it?" I was like, "No. How bad did you get beat?" He goes, "We didn't."
Yeah,
And I was
we
like,
won.
"What?"
Yeah, we destroyed.
I was like, "Hold on."
Nomi and Exile, dude. It
Dude,
was.
I heard Exile, and I was like, "Oh no, Narb Sherpa."
I know. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't play Narb. Nomi did.
That- Nomi normally plays Narb lately.
Yeah.
I've been watching her streams.
But yeah, we went up against Nomi, Exile, Pappy plays.
I asked you if it was Pappy.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know Pappy normally plays with Nomi most of the time.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Scums, you're such a loser, dude.
what was your
Shut
gadget?
up,
Like
skunks.
2 and 12? What was it? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And Skunks was
Yeah,
in the
Skunk-
fucking
yeah,
game too.
Yeah,
And in the
forgot
first,
that.
if I remember correctly, in the first 2 minutes,
He died. yeah.
So shut the fuck up.
I mean, that's a skunk's move.
That's wild, dude.
Skunks. At least I tried not to die.
So again,
kept trying to-
let me just say, we destroyed him, dude.
He kept trying
we
to throw.
destroyed him.
He kept trying to throw that gadget bomb and own on me. I was like, nah.
Yeah,
you can't
dude.
get me.
Yeah, Scums was throwing every fucking bomb that he fucking could, and guess what? None of them hit, and if they did, they hit my fat ass Narbash, and I just healed everybody. So shut the fuck up. Your Kalari carried? No. Pretty sure
No.
Narb carried, because I had like 30 fucking assists, dude. Don't make me bring up the fucking stats.
And I think I had the most
Did you
kills.
find out you had 12.
No, he was wrecking. He was massive.
Like laser
XL
focused
had to
because I
go
knew
to
who I was up against.
duo lane multiple times as he was Quang jungle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and he like had to. Now, granted, their Murdoch
Was kind of
was
new.
learning, and you could tell he was learning. So I mean, Nomi was really trying to do everything
Be
she
patient.
could for him, and I mean, he just could not contend. But I mean, again, it was just thunk, Nomi thunk, and then like it was thunk battles for a while in duo, and then it just turned into just massacre, dude. It was great. It felt awesome. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, your Kalari carried. Shut the fuck up, dude. Our Kalari could not have did half the shit she did without me fucking healing her ass the entire time. But that's beside the point. So one of your biggest gripes is the elo system. How
I think
there's
it's
not
more so the
ranked.
matchups, not the elo system.
Well, I think elo.
Well, that kind of goes
elo
to it,
has
too.
has everything to do with matchup. Yeah, it's
Well, they say-
definitely
well, they-
lacking.
Hey, I mean, they say elo means nothing.
I just woke up. I came to say hi. Hey, Buki. Yeah.
Hey, Book.
Hey.
How you doing?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, do you have anything else?
I'm sure
Is
there's
that like the main thing?
I'm sure I would probably think it's right now.
Just catch us
I don't got
mid-match.
nothing.
Right.
catch us mid-match. You'll hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I'm tilted as fuck, just come back and I'll tell you.
Yeah. Do you announce every climax, Spooky? Jesus. So my
Maybe.
biggest gripes,
Fine.
probably Jordan's
Yours,
too.
whatever you want to call it.
So my biggest gripe with the game is definitely, first and foremost, I don't want to get penalized. I don't want my elo to dip when someone DCs in my game.
Yeah.
That is my biggest gripe. That's what gets me the most tilted in this game. There should be absolutely no penalty on my team or my teammates besides the person that fucking left the game. They should get
Where they
penalized.
stacked all of the minus the elo on that one person we were talking
I
about.
mean that. Damn! Catch me mid match with that with being a thick Kalari. Hell yeah, Buki. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, see, like, for me, it's one of those things. It was Buki cheered 100 bits. Buki! Thank you, Buki. I appreciate you.
you the best.
So. Wow.
Oh God.
Got you, dog.
Right now, my biggest gripe is these two motherfuckers interrupting me. But you know how that goes.
You'll
Thanks
get
for
over
using
it.
I'm just
my
gonna
paper
keep
towels,
doing
bro.
it because
That's
I
my toilet
love
paper, bro.
tilting you.
Pour out here. No, I got you.
Bro, I
Paulie.
got
It's
you.
all right, dude. I got
you,
a
bro.
there's
Don't
a
worry
bag
about
over
it.
there.
I got you.
There's a bag over there, and we got some tinfoil.
Listen,
Let's
I'll
see how
stop
that
by
feels.
tomorrow. My job's gonna be down a couple rolls. It ain't gonna be the best, but I got you.
Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Got that half ply out of the fucking
No, no,
porta
no,
potty
no,
that's
no,
gonna
no,
go
no, no,
directly
no,
in
no,
your
no,
ass.
Not gonna
No,
lie.
no, I'm not.
Which
gonna-
one? Was it me or was it Kyle?
It was probably both of you in unison.
So no, I will say my job. 2-ply.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm
Dude,
all
that's
about
that's
it.
one thing I'm like.
Got it.
How 2-ply. If I run out of toilet paper, I'm covered.
Oh my god. All right. So anyway,
Just gonna keep interrupting
biggest
Kyle so he
gripe
gets pissed
is
off.
Jesus Christ, bro. Fuck.
Okay, continue.
My biggest gripe in the fucking
Is it us
game.
interrupting you?
Moving on.
Okay,
I'm done.
biggest gripe in the game.
Fucking
People
dickheads,
DCing,
dude.
you losing elo because of it.
That, as well as I don't like how if I have all my cards, I can't buy more sentry wards to ward down.
We've
I
talked
think,
about that.
Yeah, I think that there should be a ward slot and a fucking trinket slot or something along the lines of that where I can buy.
Or just
you
another
know-
G. Like put an H in there.
Right. Like, I need another slot for wards. Like, why can't I have a regular ward as well as a sentry ward down below? Why does that take up a card slot for me? That's bullshit, and that's dumb, and I fucking hate that. So, well, a normal... Yeah, like an item slot. So, like, in the beginning of the game, you can get 2, 3, however... It's one and done.
For the sentry wards.
Yeah.
Your trinket, you have a cooldown.
Right, and you get 2 normal wards or rad pulses.
I'm going to come into this game and just destroy everybody just by talking about it.
Dude, do it.
Probably
Get
not.
into it. Let's go.
Go for
But
it.
yeah, so I think we should have an extra slot specifically for wards in general. That needs to get added. The fact that I can get full build, and if I sell my Scry Obelisk, I can't place down a fucking ward anymore is garbage, in my opinion. Like, why can't I ward more? Like, I need more vision in my lane. I need more vision in the jungle. Like, it's no wonder when people are like level fucking 16, 15 to 18, we have no wards anywhere. And it's like, well, they're in our red. We get fucking ganked in red, and then we get absolutely destroyed.
You can't do anything about it.
So for me, that's another huge gripe. I'm not really concerned about new heroes, to be honest. It would be cool to see, Crunch, Iggy, fucking
Iggy would be dope.
Wraith, and like people like that, and FaZe, and like FaZe especially because I play mainly support, and FaZe is an incredible support, but I'm not really concerned about that right now because the game is in such a stale state for me that I need more quality of life shit like that obviously is forthcoming, but at the same time it's like, dude, I get frustrated with this shit because, and I'm number one toxic player. Like, I always fucking bitch on my stream and shit. And I'm like, where's the HUD? Where's the HUD? Where's the HUD? And it's like, the only reason I'm like that is because they've been teasing this shit for like 6 months. Like, where the fuck is it?
And longer than that.
Yeah,
It was when we
right.
hopped back on. We've hit our 1 year anniversary of our 2-week lockdown now.
Yeah,
So
right.
COVID, we're a year into COVID, and we started this maybe a month after COVID.
Yeah.
So we're going on almost a year of, hey, we have a new HUD coming. Or they announced it a little bit after that.
Yeah, and chat, I agree with you guys. Like, new heroes make the game not stale. I totally agree.
But if you're
we-
dealing with the same problem.
Yeah, if we get new heroes right now on top of what we're doing, like, it's like building a fucking house on sand, dude. There's no foundation, and like, new heroes are cool, don't get me wrong, but if you're putting them in a fucking broken ass game, they're not I mean, like, look at a primetime example is Morigesh when she came out.
Yeah.
Broken as all fucking hell. You could 2-tap people like in the first 3 minutes of the game. And same thing with fucking Richter. His damage output is insane for support. And so everybody still wants him to get nerfed because if he hooks you in or comes up to you and lands basics and stacks like his passive, he massacres you. And it's just like quality of life. Like, fix this shit. Like, first, like, let's get all that shit out. Nomi, Richter is busted. I know. But like, that's what I'm saying though, is like, these sort of things in game need to get fixed first before we move forward with new heroes. And I think the direction that they're going in with the new HUD, with these quality of life fixes, I think are the right direction. It's just, like I said, my biggest gripes, don't penalize me if someone DCs on my team and is toxic as shit and just fucking gets out of the game, alt F4s, and I lose 35 elo for that. That's fucking bullshit, in my opinion. And I mean, it is what it is. I get it. They do. Exactly. And I mean, they're doing a lot of cool ass shit with Ubisoft. Ubisoft has their indie like development team like fixated on Fault right now, and they're in the finals for it, which is dope. I think they're gonna get a lot more new players into the game and shit like that, and the community's gonna grow. but it's like that's why they're really gearing down on quality of life stuff, which is awesome. Again, you know, when the game comes out in full release, the elo system will get reset. Hopefully it's a lot better and we get a lot more players in there. But right now, my biggest gripe is the DC thing and me getting penalized for it. Like, I hate when someone DCs on my team, I surrender 12 minutes into the game, and then I look at my fucking elo and I lose 35 elo. It drives me up the fucking wall, dude. And I know elo doesn't matter. Elo doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. I'm competitive as shit, and I don't like losing my fucking elo. Because I'm tired of kids being like, fucking bronze, piece of shit. Fuck you, bitch. I'm gold. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it just drives me up the wall. Like, your win rate's 42%. Suck my balls, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody else fucking agree? Or no? Like, maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, dude, yeah. Buki fucking was in a game. A dude goes group up or I'm going AFK. And they, like, the dude was a shit tier player. I'm not going to name any names, but garbage ass player.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, and he fucking name. All right, fuck it. I'm naming it. I don't give a shit. You can come for me in the fucking gen chat, bitch. Sweet Dreams. You suck ass. So anyway, yeah, this Sweet Dreams kid goes group up, bro, AFK. And then what does he do? Fucking goes AFK, ruins the entire game for his team, and then they lose elo because of it. How is that fair? It's not. Reporting him, I get it. It does something. It gives something for the devs to read and all that shit. They still lost elo. That's still a huge problem in my opinion. Why are people losing elo if you DC in game? I don't know. He goes AFK every game he gets shit on. Get me out. Get me out.
Without penalty.
Get me out. Like, yeah, like 35? The most elo I've ever seen someone lose in game, and I promise you, I have fucking pictures. I'm fucking about to bring it up.
Isn't it like 58?
It's more than that. More than 58. And it's my dude, Treyami. And he fucking lost. Drum roll, please. Fucking, I know. Fucking, he lost 75 elo in one fucking match. 75.
Dude, even when Nomi
Holy
played, I was about to say, didn't Nomi
shit.
play for like 2 hours and lost 70? I forgot. I thought she was 58, but I was way off.
Nomi just posted in chat, said, I lost 70 before.
See, I'd quit.
See,
I would quit.
if I saw that, I literally would be punching holes in my wall on stream. It just wouldn't be good.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
My ask is ridiculous. Felcap, suck my balls, dude. How about that, dude?
What's up, Felt?
Nomi, I remember that game. Nomi played for an hour and a half game. Remember, she had that 85-minute game and then lost, and she took a 2-week break after that. She was
Dude.
like, I can't go back.
I remember she hopped in the. I think we were playing, and she hopped in and goes, "I'm done."
Yeah,
And we were like,
yeah.
"What do you mean?"
Yeah.
An hour and a half.
Yeah, we watched her stream of it. Yeah, we caught like the back end of the game, and she was like, I can't fucking believe that I lost, dude. She was so tilted. God, Roxanne, my heart comes out to you. But yeah, dude. So like at the end of the day, I don't think this is Sweet Dreams. Suck my balls. Yeah, come on in the stream, bitch. You suck ass at the game. Anyway, so this is my thing, dude. Is that when people. Yay! Thanks for the gifted sub, Buki. Let's go.
Buki on a roll. He's just trying to prove he's not asleep.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that my ask of not losing elo when people DC in game is big. You know why? Smite, League, every other fucking MOBA known to man, Dota, every fucking MOBA that ever existed does that. So, you know, I don't know, man. Whatever. So, by the way, everyone, Sweet Dreams just called me out in fucking Gen Chat. So, gang shit.
I mean, you're
I don't
just
give a fuck,
making his
dude.
head so much larger when
Yeah,
you
dude,
do
I'm
that.
the Tyler one of fault. Get to know, bro.
Like,
Number
check out
one
Facebook.
toxic player.
check out Facebook.
Yeah, dude. So I'm cool with it, dude. You suck ass at the game, bro.
God.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, sorry, bro.
Right. We hop on.
I just posted back in the Gen Chat and said you stink, pu. So all good.
Pew pew.
Yeah, dude. Don't fucking like. You can come for me in my DMs, bro. Come for me in my DMs, but don't be toxic in the Gen Chat, or Nomi's gonna ban you or some shit like that. It's fine, bro. Yeah, dude, it's fine. It's Scums fucking with you. Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, Scums would do that kind of shit. It's all good, skunk boy.
Did Scums just go make another account so he can
Yeah,
fuck with
dude.
you?
Yeah,
Did he
we got
really?
Scums. We got It's Britney, bitch. Now we got Sweet Dreams. We got everyone, dude. I don't give a fuck. No, it's just in Discord. He has like 30 Discord accounts,
Dude,
dude.
he has so many.
All I gotta say is Pepe Le Pew, bro. He
Pepe Le
fucking
Pew Pew.
Scums is literally a skunk. Scums is 10 out of 10 right now. Yeah. All right, so we'll move on from Fault. Let's
Yeah.
talk WandaVision.